Handing your worries to God is the key to unlocking inner peace like you've never experienced before. When we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, our minds race, our hearts pound, and peace feels like a distant dream. But there is a better way. There's a path to freedom from the relentless grip of worry. It's a journey of faith, of surrendering our burdens to the one who cares for us most. Imagine a life where anxieties fade, replaced by a quiet confidence and unshakable peace. This is the promise God offers to each of us. It's not about ignoring our problems or pretending they don't exist. It's about recognizing that we were never meant to carry these burdens alone. God, in His infinite love and wisdom, longs to take our worries from us, to replace our fear with faith. When we surrender our worries to God, we acknowledge our limitations and embrace His limitless power. We choose to trust in His plan, even when we don't fully understand it. This act of surrender is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the depth of our faith and the strength we find in our relationship with Him. Imagine handing over a heavy suitcase to a strong and trusted friend. That sense of relief, of weight lifting from your shoulders, is a glimpse of what it feels like to surrender your worries to God. He doesn't want you to be weighed down by anxiety and fear. He desires for you to experience the fullness of life that comes from living in freedom and peace. Worrying is like carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each worry, each fear, adds another stone, making it harder and harder to move forward. Surrender is like opening that backpack and one by one, releasing those burdens to God. He can handle them. He wants to handle them for you. The moment you decide to let go, you open yourself up to a life transformed. The peace that surpasses all understanding will flood your heart and mind. This peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of God in the midst of them. It's knowing that no matter what you face, you are held in the palm of His loving hand. Let's talk about Sarah, a single mother struggling to make ends meet. She was drowning in worry, her mind consumed by thoughts of her children's well-being and her own uncertain future. Fear had become her constant companion, robbing her of sleep and stealing her joy. One day, a friend shared a simple message of hope: give your worries to God. Sarah decided to put her faith into action. Each morning, she started her day by surrendering her burdens to God, asking for His strength and guidance. Slowly but surely, she began to experience a shift within her. The grip of fear loosened, replaced by a sense of peace that she couldn't explain. She still faced challenges, but she no longer faced them alone. Sarah's story is a powerful testament to the transformative power of surrender. When we choose to trust in God's plan, even when our circumstances seem impossible, we open ourselves up to miracles. We discover that His strength is made perfect in our weakness, and His grace is sufficient for all our needs. God promises to never leave us nor forsake us. He is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble. When we hand our worries to Him, we are aligning ourselves with His promises, stepping into the flow of His abundant grace. We can rest assured that He is working behind the scenes, even when we can't see it. The Bible is filled with stories of individuals who faced immense challenges and overcame them through faith. David, facing Goliath, chose to trust in God's power instead of his own strength. Esther, facing a threat to her people, boldly approached the king, even though it meant risking her own life. These stories remind us that we are never alone in our struggles. God's love for us is unconditional and unwavering. He sees our hearts, knows our deepest fears, and longs to comfort us in our pain. When we surrender our worries to Him, we are inviting Him into the messy reality of our lives and allowing Him to work in ways we could never imagine. His love has the power to heal our wounds, mend our broken hearts, and fill us with a peace that surpasses all understanding. Faith in action, the mustard seed. Jesus often used parables, simple stories with profound meanings, to illustrate spiritual truths. In the parable of the mustard seed, He compares faith to a tiny seed that grows into a large tree. Just as a small seed has the potential for tremendous growth, so too does our faith have the power to move mountains. When we choose to surrender our worries to God, even if our faith feels as small as a mustard seed, we are planting a seed that has the potential to transform our lives. It may not happen overnight, but as we continue to nurture our relationship with God, our faith will grow stronger, and we will experience the fullness of His peace. Surrendering our worries is not a passive act. It's an active choice we make each and every day. It's about consciously choosing to trust in God's plan, even when we don't understand it. It's about replacing our anxieties with prayers, our fears with faith, and our worries with worship. A life lived in surrender. Imagine a life where worry no longer holds you captive, where your mind is free to embrace the beauty and wonder of each moment. This is the life God desires for you, a life lived in the fullness of His peace. It's a journey of faith, of letting go and trusting in the one who knows you best. Surrender is not a one-time event, it's a daily discipline. It's about waking up each morning and making the conscious choice to give your worries to God. It's about acknowledging that you are not in control, but He is. The more we surrender, the more we experience the transformative power of God's peace. We begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth, setbacks as springboards for greater things. Our perspective shifts, and we are able to embrace life with a renewed sense of hope and purpose. Embracing a life free from worry. Living a life free from worry doesn't mean we'll never face trials or tribulations. It means we face them with a heart at peace, knowing that God is with us every step of the way. It's about trading our anxieties for His peace, our fears for His strength, and our worries for His unwavering love. The world offers us countless reasons to worry, but God offers us something far greater: unshakable peace, abundant joy, and a love that knows no bounds. The choice is ours. Will we continue to carry the heavy burden of worry, or will we surrender it to the one who can handle it best? The journey of surrender is a lifelong adventure. There will be moments when we stumble, when fear threatens to overwhelm us. But even in those moments, God's grace is sufficient. He will never let us go. He will always be there to pick us up, dust us off, and set our feet back on solid ground. Now, some practical steps to surrender your worries. First, start with prayer. Bring your worries to God honestly and openly. Pour out your heart to Him, knowing that He cares for you deeply. Next, read and meditate on Scripture. Fill your mind with God's promises. Let His words calm your fears and strengthen your faith. Thirdly, find a community of faith. Surround yourself with supportive people who can pray with you and encourage you on your journey. Number 4, practice gratitude. Focus on the good things in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude shifts our perspective and opens our hearts to God's blessings. 5, remember, surrender is a process. It takes time and effort. Don't get discouraged if you don't experience instant peace. Keep trusting, keep surrendering, and watch as God works wonders in your life. Now, imagine a world where every prayer feels like a direct conversation with the universe. The divine dialogue can make that a reality. This groundbreaking approach is changing lives by turning prayers into powerful dialogues. If you're seeking answers, clarity, or just a deeper connection with the divine, your search ends here. Click the link in the description below this video to start your journey with the divine dialogue and experience the power of true spiritual communication. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to leave a comment below letting me know what you think.